Every day you wake up, you should stop and think to yourself, where does all this water come from? How did all this dirt on the ground get here? Instead, every day we think, first thing we think of when we open our eyes is get to work. What time is it? Coffee, coffee, coffee. Take a shower, wake up, go to work, coffee, energy drink. No one stops to think. First thing I think of when I wake up is I'm amazed at being alive. Stare at the ceiling, breathe in, and I think to myself, every day is an actual miracle, it's something to ponder on, that you wake up every day, you take your breath of air when you wake up, your eyes open, and that in itself is such a miracle. But even more so, go outside, step on the ground, see the dirt, see the earth, see the trees, the grass, all that. And it's only a minor, very, very, very small fraction of how big the earth actually is and how big this mound of dirt that we're on. Little square foot of dirt here in the ground. Where did it come from? Now multiply that by 10 billion times, and how big is the earth? It's so huge that our mind can't even comprehend how huge it is. And every day we wake up and we don't think about that. We think about get to work, coffee, cigarettes. No one stops to think what God designed. Just your everyday life is everything you see every day is God's signature to make you stop and think, well, where did it come from? How did I get here? For those that don't think that way, they're distracted. And that's exactly what the devil wants you to be, distracted, so you don't have time to think about God's creation and how I can't think of the word marvelous. It's more than marvelous. It's more than mammoth. It's just, we're just a little dot compared to all the stars out in the universe and the universe itself and all the other billions of planets. How did that come to be? If you never stop to think about that, then there's something wrong with you. You're probably a greedy person, selfish, don't care. And God can't use you anyways if you're like that. So there's a few that He's chosen that do wake up and think about these things. I think about them almost every day. But when God's in your life, that tends to happen. You see His signature everywhere you go. Those who are distracted with everyday lives is exactly what Satan wants you to be, distracted, so you don't ever have time to be still and know that there is a God.